There are some places that treat roads as infrastructure, and then there's Swiss, which treats them like an engineering obsession. A small landlocked country surrounded by some of the most brutal terrain on Earth, and instead of working around the Alps, the Swiss basically said, "Hold my fondue," and built straight through them. I've spent way too many hours going down rabbit holes about Swiss civil engineering, and honestly, I'm not even embarrassed about it. What I found is a country that doesn't just solve problems, it over-engineers them in the most satisfying way possible. Today, we're counting down 10 Swiss road and tunnel innovations, so clever they make every other country's infrastructure look like it's still in beta. In reverse order, because the best ones need to be earned. Number 10. Wildlife crossings that actually work. Switzerland didn't just slap a green bridge over a highway and call it conservation. They built a network of purpose-designed wildlife passages, called Grünbrücken, that are wide enough for deer, foxes, and even larger animals to cross safely. The bridges are landscaped with native vegetation, so animals don't even realize they're crossing a road. Sensors track which species use them. Switzerland monitors the data and adjusts designs accordingly. Compare that to most countries where a deer crossing sign is considered adequate wildlife policy. I personally think this is one of the most quietly brilliant things any country has done for biodiversity, and almost nobody talks about it. Number 9. Tunnel ventilation systems that scrub the air. The Gotthard Road tunnel is over 17 kilometers long. That's not a tunnel, that's basically an underground highway. And the Swiss realized very early that pumping that much diesel exhaust into an enclosed mountain was, medically speaking, a bad idea. So they built ventilation systems with electrostatic precipitators that literally vacuum particulates out of the air inside the tunnel. The air quality inside some Swiss tunnels is genuinely cleaner than outside in many European city centers. I spent 3 hours researching how this works and came out feeling like tunnel ventilation is an underrated art form, which is a sentence I never expected to write. Number 8. Emergency tunnel laybys every 750 meters. Inside Switzerland's major tunnels, you will find dedicated emergency bays carved into the rock walls at precise intervals. If your car breaks down, you do not block tunnel traffic. You pull into a layby, which has an emergency phone, fire extinguisher, and direct connection to rescue services. The spacing is not random. It is calculated around maximum safe walking distance in a smoke-filled environment. It is the kind of detail that only matters in a crisis. And it is the kind of detail Switzerland thought about decades before anyone else treated it as standard. Number 7. The Gotthard Base Tunnel itself. Let's just acknowledge this exists. The longest railway tunnel on the planet at 57 kilometers, drilled through the heart of the Alps. It took 17 years to build, cost 12 billion Swiss francs, and cut travel time between Zurich and Milan by an hour. But here's what gets me. During construction, they drilled from both sides of the mountain and met in the middle with an alignment error of less than 8 centimeters over 57 kilometers through solid granite, with the Alps pressing down from above. I actually got a little emotional reading about the breakthrough moment when the two drilling teams met. That's either a sign I need a hobby or a sign that this tunnel deserves more respect than it gets. Number 6. Road pricing systems that fund maintenance in real time. Switzerland operates a vignette system for highway use, a simple annual sticker that funds continuous road maintenance. But beyond that, the country has pioneered electronic heavy vehicle fees where trucks pay per kilometer based on weight, emissions, and actual road usage. The money feeds directly back into infrastructure. Swiss roads consistently rank among the smoothest and best maintained in the world, not because they spend more than everyone else, but because the funding mechanism is logical and actually connected to wear and tear. Every country that complains about pothole budgets should study this system for about 20 minutes. Number 5. Avalanche protection galleries over mountain roads. Drive through the Swiss Alps in winter and you'll pass through these concrete and steel galleries, long covered sections of road built directly into the mountainside. They're designed so Avalanche slide over the top without touching traffic below. Some galleries have been in continuous use since the 1960s and have redirected Avalanche hundreds of times. They're so normalized in Switzerland that locals barely notice them. To anyone visiting from a flat country, they're genuinely jaw-dropping. It's infrastructure designed around the assumption that nature will try to kill you, and Switzerland's response is to politely route it elsewhere. Number 4. Reversible lane systems on mountain passes. Several Swiss mountain roads use reversible traffic management, where a single road lane changes direction based on time of day and traffic volume. Combined with smart signaling and real-time monitoring, this effectively doubles the capacity of narrow mountain roads without physically widening them. It sounds simple, but the logistics of doing this safely on winding alpine terrain with varying weather conditions is genuinely complex. Switzerland makes it look routine, which is how you know they've been doing it long enough to forget it's impressive. Number 3. Cross passages connecting parallel tunnels. In major Swiss tunnel systems, the two parallel tubes are connected by cross passages every 250 to 300 meters. These aren't maintenance corridors, they're emergency escape routes, pressurized to prevent smoke infiltration, with fireproof doors and direct evacuation access. If something goes wrong in one tube, passengers can reach safety in the other tube in under 2 minutes. This system became the international gold standard after the catastrophic Mont Blanc tunnel fire in 1999. Switzerland had already been doing it for years. I personally think this is the most underrated part of the whole story, because you hope you never need it, but the fact that it exists is everything. Number 2. Intelligent road surface heating on critical passes. On select mountain approach roads, Switzerland has embedded electric heating elements beneath the asphalt surface that activate automatically when temperatures drop toward freezing. Ice never forms. Roads stay clear without salt, without plow response delays, and without the road damage that aggressive salting causes over time. The system monitors surface temperature in real time and runs only when needed. It's not cheap to install, but the Swiss calculated that accident costs and emergency response over time made it worth it. Efficiency dressed up as luxury. Number 1. The Sargans Traffic Management Center. Switzerland operates a centralized national traffic management system that monitors every major road and tunnel in the country simultaneously. Real-time incident detection, automated tunnel closures, dynamic rerouting signals, coordinated emergency response, all from a single operations hub. When an incident occurs in any Swiss tunnel, the system can close tunnel access, update variable message signs across the network, alert emergency services, and begin rerouting traffic within seconds, not minutes. I visited the concept behind this system during a research deep dive, and honestly, it reads like science fiction compared to how most countries handle traffic incidents reactively after the fact with a phone call. Switzerland is a small country that decided geography was a problem to be solved, not accepted. And what they built in the process is basically a masterclass in caring about the details most places ignore. If any of this sent you down your own infrastructure rabbit hole, you are my kind of person. Watch the next one. It gets even better.